Welcome to Good Mythical More. Artificial intelligence has told us, given certain criteria, where we should move. Are we gonna move? This might be the day we decide.
But first, we're gonna play Great Minds.
How do we do this?
This is where we fill in the blanks of a famous quote. This
Saying
is
or a
from
proverb?
Plato. A good blank is based on blank and not blank. A good fart
Oh yes, a good fart
is based on trajectory.
Oh, what? Trajectory?
It's based on sound,
audibility.
sound, volume, and not smell. A good fart is based on volume and not odor.
Yep. That's true. Because a bad fart stinks.
Oh, it's a good decision is based on knowledge and not numbers. Okay.
A good decision is based on knowledge and not numbers?
Come on, Plato. Come on.
What does that even mean?
Loosen it up a little bit.
A good decision is not based on numbers?
Good decision is based on knowledge and not
Yeah, you
numbers.
got to have both the qualitative and the quantitative to make a good decision.
That's right, Stevie.
What's your favorite kind of fart, though?
Oh, definitely volume, not smell. For sure.
Like
Yeah.
a foghorn fart.
Can we get, just real quick, can we get a close-up on this carafe? This is the surface of the water. Okay, just check this out.
What's?
Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah.
I saw that happening, and I just thought about.
Iconic movie. I mean, if you can just look at a carafe of water and start thinking about the movie,
that's the first thing
pretty
that pops
iconic.
into your head.
Pretty iconic.
Let's play a game.
Okay, so yeah, I'm interested to see if ChatGPT can give you, good advice when it comes to these specific qualities you're looking for in a place to visit or move. So we'll determine that by the end. The first thing that we told it was, I like small dogs, roller coasters, shrimp, and music concerts outside. I do not like the rain, but I love cloudy climates. Where should I live?
So
Come on now. y'all really really
there's-
pushing it here.
So you said roller coasters.
Small dogs, roller coasters, shrimp, and music concerts outside.
All right, so we're
I'm in Florida.
you want a roller coaster
Not the rain,
on the beach.
but clouds.
So you want clouds. Where is it cloud? I think you're talking about the Jersey Shore. Because it's like, is it cloudy over there? You've got
Sometimes.
you've got an amusement park right there on the beach.
That's a good guess.
You've
Beach
got
has shrimp.
you get your shrimp there. I'm saying Jersey Shore.
I'll stick with Florida. It rains a lot, but it's also cloudy quite a bit.
I agree with Link over ChatGPT, and because it said Portland. Portland embraces its cloudy weather while offering numerous parks and outdoor spaces for small dogs, nearby amusement parks like Oaks Park, and a thriving music scene with many outdoor concert venues.
What's Oaks Park? Do they have roller coasters?
Not that I
think
know.
it's the size
And
of
it
the
rains
dogs.
there.
If you had to put big dogs, it would have been Florida. You know what I'm saying?
They probably have big dogs. They
got
have lots of
bigger
space.
dogs.
They have
Bigger
space for
dogs.
the bigger dogs.
Okay. That's very specific.
I want to move to an American city
Okay.
that is geographically closer to more pro sports stadiums than any other city.
East Coast, no doubt. We're in the East Coast, and we're definitely in the Northeast. If you want to be close to sports stadiums, you're going to be...
Sports stadiums?
The closest sports stadiums that you can get are going to be New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Because you've got 3 different states that have 2 different sports teams in several different sports.
Yeah. So the higher the concentration of states, with
So you're going to be kind of
population.
like in the tri-state area. So you're going to be east. I actually think just because you got some stuff to the south of you, I think you are in New Jersey. I think you're in Trenton, New Jersey. What size of town?
Oh.
Small town? Or just any town?
Just any city.
Trenton, New Jersey.
What size of the dog? No dog.
Oh, Link, you're just going.
He really sounded smart.
It's Philly. You were close.
Because that's east.
Eagles, the Phillies, the 76ers, the Flyers, and then you're close to New York and Baltimore and DC and
I hope
Pittsburgh.
you have quite a budget if you're going to be buying tickets to all these sporting events.
Yeah.
Because that'll set you back.
That wasn't inputted into.
But this one, if it's
ChatGPT.
this one has a definitive answer because it is the American city geographically closer to sports stadiums than any other city. So that's an interesting little fact that we can now store away.
And I think it makes
Tuck
sense
away and then
to
it's
have
like,
chosen a city where the stadiums actually are, not one that was closer to multiple ones, which is what I did. You know, yeah, that makes sense. You want to be at least at the city that's got them. Philadelphia.
Have you, Stevie, when you moved here? Mm-hmm. Well, when I moved here, we moved here together. When we made that decision, we didn't consult AI. Stevie, I'm sure you didn't either. You moved here out of college.
Yep.
So, you moved here for the industry.
That's right.
Did you think about moving anywhere else?
No, because I was in upstate New York and hated it so much that I wanted to go far away.
So
Because the only other place would be New York City.
You would have told ChatGPT, I want to make inroads in the entertainment world, and I want it to not be cold. And what else? I want there to be lesbians there.
Yeah.
Lots of lesbians.
Yeah, lots of lesbians.
There's so many other things about you that I could say.
No. That's all.
But what else? Was there anything
Some
else?
food. I like good food. The lesbians,
Dog
good
parks?
food in the sun.
Dog parks.
A
Yeah.
place that had very deep bowling balls.
So your
Had adequately sized bowling balls.
your finger go all the way in it.
Right.
Yeah. You have to go with a big ball, but it needs to be light.
Deep holes light ball.
Deep holes light ball.
Yeah.
Right. Can't lose.
Deep holes light ball can't lose.
That's what you say when you go bowling.
It's like I just see Stevie with this like very serious face. She's like, deep holes light ball can't lose. We gotta go bowling now.
We got to go bowling.
Rhett and Link and Stevie
Hey,
go bowling.
Yeah, we can go bowling.
Hey, Rhett and Link and Stevie go bowling.
I like that
There's
idea.
Nachos.
Yeah. I do. I love nachos. That's something about me.
We can get drunk while bowling. Get the whole
I
thing
love
to
getting
ourselves.
drunk. I love everything about
It's a
this.
society special right
Let's
there.
go on lesbian night.
They have their own night.
Do they let us in?
No.
Do we have to dress up?
It's
in
probably just
disguise?
women's night. Do we have to dress up in what?
Do I have to go in disguise? He can go as is, but do I? I'm gonna go. I gotta have a disguise. We'll figure it out. We'll workshop it.
I mean, we could just change your name to Butch. Would that
Okay. I am very afraid of heights, so I don't want to live in a tall building, but I want to live in a city. Sushi is my favorite food, and I need to be close to an aquarium. Where should I move? I don't think the sushi and the aquarium is, attached, related.
My question is, because the last one said an American city, this is now a global city again?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no indication that it needs to be an American city.
It's not going to be Japan.
I think it probably is an American city, though.
Where do they have short buildings, but they like their sushi?
This is going to be a city that is big, but not a bunch of big buildings, right? So
Short buildings, sushi, and an aquarium. So we're on the coast. Well, Monterey's got a really nice aquarium. I'm going to say Monterey, California.
Is it big enough, though? Is it because is it proximity?
Want to live in a
city?
city? Yeah, I guess Monterey's not really a city.
I'm going to go with Santa Barbara.
San Francisco? You don't have to live in a tall building there.
Yeah, but they've got big ones.
Yeah, but you don't have to live in it.
You don't have to go in any of the buildings.
Honolulu. Honolulu offers a unique blend of urban living and natural beauty with a laid-back atmosphere and stunning coastal scenery. You'll find plenty of sushi restaurants to satisfy your cravings, and Honolulu's skyline is relatively low-rise compared to other major cities. Waikiki Aquarium, located near the famous Waikiki Beach, showcases Hawaii's diverse marine ecosystems.
Okay.
How long would it take,
Never been there, but I'm
just
going.
like a person, to answer that question? You know what I'm saying? Like this is actually sort of like, not that this is particularly like a useful thing that we're getting for this information, but it kind of is maybe.
It kind of is.
But it's so specific.
People
you just
decide
think
to
about
move.
how quickly it was able to figure this stuff out versus like a person would have to be like, oh, I'm going to have to like look at average height of buildings and, but like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think I might want to use it to like decide where to vacation.
Yeah.
There's something called astrocartography that's using your astrological charts
Oh gosh.
to
Seriously?
tell you a bunch of stuff about like where you should live, where you should vacation, where you should retire based on like astrology.
Yeah. Relinquish all of your most important life decisions to astrology.
Deep holes, light bowl.
Can't lose. Next one.
I've always wanted to run away to the circus, and I love the cold. Where should I move?
Russia.
There you go. Yep.
St. Petersburg, Russia.
Yeah, come on now.
There's another suggestion as well. I mean, St. Petersburg, Russia is the best. Montreal,
Yeah,
Canada
yeah,
is the
that's
other
it.
one.
Those Russians. They love the circus.
They got bears. There's still a lot of bears in employ there in Russia, you know? Bears with shirts.
Yep, dressed. They're dressed.
Dressed bears that can ride things. Not that I'm a proponent of it, but if you're into it, Russia's your place.
Right.
I want to move to a city that is close to as many Margaritavilles as possible. Where should I move?
As many Margaritavilles.
Wouldn't this be Florida?
It seems like it has to be. I mean, because like Margaritavilles are only at like touristy spots. Where would there be a whole bunch of them? Yeah, it's got to be
Orlando.
It's got to be. What's that place called? Mount Kissimmee, Florida, or Lake Kissimmee.
But wouldn't it just be Orlando? Because you know they got one at downtown Disney, probably. There's probably one
There's one
like on both coasts, to the east and to the west. Right?
Yep, it's
I'm
got
going
it.
with Orlando.
I'll go with Daytona Beach.
It's Orlando.
Got to be Orlando.
Several Margaritaville locations, including Margaritaville Resort Orlando, Margaritaville
Resort?
yeah, Hotel Jacksonville Beach, Margaritaville Hollywood Beach Resort, Margaritaville Beach House Key West.
Yeah. Man.
You know, Jimmy Buffett, he was a rich dude. He was a billionaire. He's like one of the most richest musicians.
He marketed himself extremely
May he
effectively.
rest in peace. I mean, they had a freaking, I didn't know it was a resort.
We got to go. Red Lincoln Stevie, go to Margaritaville Resort.
All right. Wasting away. Okay.
I have a chronic fear of Australian people. Which American city should I move to that will be as geographically far from Australia as possible?
Oh, wow. So we got to figure out which. Maine.
I think it's actually going to be in the, either way you go around the globe, you're going to get to Australia. So I actually think
Alaska.
It's Montana. What's up there at the very top? Colorado.
Well, Alaska's to
what's
the
top
west
one?
and north.
North Dakota.
Alaska.
Here are a few cities that are not only distant from Australia, but also typically have lower tourism rates, which might decrease the likelihood of encountering Australian tourists.
Good.
St. Johnsbury, Vermont,
Oh, I said a state.
a small town in northeastern Vermont, far from major tourist attractions. Caribou, Maine. Located in northern Maine, it's one of the most northeastern cities in the U.S., making it very remote relative to Australia. Prusk, Presque Isle, Maine. Another town in northern Maine,
Presque Isle.
also
I want you
to
distant
move
from
to Maine,
major
you're right.
urban centers
I
and
knew
thus
somebody from
likely to
there.
have fewer international visitors. What? How is it? How is it?
Presque Isle?
How's he know that?
How's it say?
The person that I knew
Pasquill?
from Maine was a
Presque Isle.
he was
Presque Isle.
he was a
Thank
bit
you.
of he was an outdoorsman. I worked with him briefly, and I one time he saw a deer get hit on the road,
Okay.
and he
start
saw
to
it
a story.
expire, and so he was hungry, I guess, and he picked it up and put it in the back of his truck and took it home. And then I went to his house for dinner and we ate it.
In Maine?
No, it was in North Carolina.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and we didn't eat the whole deer, you know. We
I
just
mean-
ate a portion of it.
Was it that day?
No, it wasn't that fresh.
Okay, he had it prepared.
It was like prepared and like, you know.
Well, that's good conservationism, I
Yeah,
guess.
if you think about it, like you got a dead animal, it's there.
If the
like,
roadkill is something that you would have eaten anyway.
Yeah.
And finally, I'd like to move to the flattest place I possibly can. Where should I move?
The flattest place in the world?
The flattest
Yeah.
place, like where you can, I mean, the flattest
Well,
place
I
I've
mean,
ever seen, like the
it
salt
just-
flats.
That's what we asked, but as a hint, I'll say it's in the U.S.
It doesn't get much flatter than like
Those
how
salt
flat?
flats.
Like
But
The flattest place.
the flattest state is Kansas.
But it's like in the farthest you can see is like,
Tell me more.
Right there.
Topeka.
is there another? I can't think of another city in
yeah.
Kansas.
You might want to consider moving to one of the Great Plains states in central U.S. like Kansas. Oh, yeah. It doesn't even give a city. It just says Kansas.
Me
Kansas
neither.
is flat the whole way.
Yeah.
Pick a spot in Kansas. I mean, it's a different lifestyle. Once you can see that far,
Dude, just driving through West Texas alone, like when you can see that far in so many different directions,
everything moves so slow, even when it's fast.
It does something to you psychologically. It
And
really does.
I don't think it's good.
No, not great. You need to get out of there.
That's why they build fences so they can have something to look at.
Right, you need something. You need
Rhett,
something.
Link, and Stevie go to Kansas.
Yes. We got the next 3 years planned.
Just see if we go crazy. We're streaming the tour of Mythicality. Tune in to Mythical 24/7 on streaming platforms like Roku and Freevee on May 25th and 26th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, for the exclusive opportunity to view the tour of Mythicality for free.